Says I'm going live. I should make the blanket fort of math because that air is pretty impressive. But I think I'm all right. I'll move like this, and then I'll block the glare. All right. So I'm having Crouton Ramon's House of Math, $50, 10 easy payments of $50 each, and you get a lifetime password. You get all 7 passwords. It's funny because this is lined up perfectly, but on the screen it looks like going down. But anyway, 7 passwords, and that's module 1, 2, 3, and 4. The algebra course. Now, module 4 has an algebra course in it too, which is different than there's like 2 algebra courses now. This would be for students where you actually watch tutoring, where I do like 30 lessons per student, and my sons, and anyway, a couple of different students, Will and a couple other guys. And it's basically an algebra course. You take that and follow along, play with your blocks, draw the pictures, do the problems, do some extra work, and you'll pass an algebra course, that's for sure. This one over here in the advanced algebra course, I need to make a video about that all on its own, which I'm actually going to post on the page and just show you what's behind that paywall now because it's so crazy. I got carried away because I just started digging up videos and posts and so forth, and I made one long, huge, quote unquote, advanced algebra. And you know what AI is? AI is advanced algebra. That's all it is. AI is the way, above all, mathematics is predictive. So what are they doing? They're using algebra to predict what comes next to these large, large, large language libraries. So have you ever been typing with one of those things and it kind of tells you what your next word's going to be? Or you just start typing a couple of letters and it tells you what your word. Okay, that's algebra going on right there. They're predicting that from your past behavior, because a lot of these programs learn, quote unquote, learn what you've typed before. And so now when I type crouton, it already says Ramon is the next word because it knows it's going to say crouton Ramon on my tablet anyway. This is Samsung. When let's see here, when I can't remember. There's a couple of them that it finishes for. Oh, base 10 blocks. If I type base, it usually will type 10 blocks. Like it knows that the next thing I'm going to say is base 10 blocks, etc. All right, that's algebra though. It's just algebra. It's just more than likely. And the number of times that I've typed base, what comes after it? Usually I type 10 blocks. Sometimes I might just type base 10 if I'm talking about base 10. But overall, that's a little string that it's saving me time so I don't have to type base 10 blocks because it does it for me. But it's just algebra. All you're witnessing with this incredible program, this incredible thing, Grok is insane. DeepSeek, all of them. Like I said, I'm a total noob. I'm just getting into it because I noticed that, oh, maybe I should pay attention to this. And sure enough, yeah, this is going to change everything. This changes the world right in front of your eyes, happening right now. And it's just math. All it is. And it's not even like super calculus. It's pretty much algebra. If you look at the algos, they're doing algebra. Okay, so it's applied mathematics. Learn some algebra at my website. $50 a month for 10 months, and you get the passwords for life. Um, it's gonna change here soon, where you're gonna get your own password. Is I think what's gonna happen. Don't hold me to it. It may take 10 years, but anyway, you get your own password, and that password will get you into everything you bought up until that point, and then you'll have to buy the new stuff. Because, like I said, this course right here, wow, that's worth the $50 a month right there. That course right there, yeah, 10 payments. Let's see here. You'd only get 10 lessons. You wouldn't even get 10 lessons when you get right down to it. Well, yeah, you would. If you did it, piecemeal, no. But if you gave me $500, I'd give you 10 lessons. But there's 30 lessons there. So can you do the math? And then there's some basic training, which is dirt cheap. People think that it's of no value because it's so cheap. I actually have testimonials where like you can't charge this little and give this much. Well, I try to. And then there's the hurricane training. These two trainings together and more make up Module 2, which is parent-teacher training. And then Module 1 is PDFs, and Module 3 is a site-wide password where you get to see all the training and all the, I wrote a 12-page document on base 10 blocks and homeschooling and so on, Montessori method and etc. That's all fluff and feathers and theory. Okay, theory in practice is Module 3, where you see me working with students over and over again. Some of the Module 3s, it's videos similar to this where I'm explaining stuff, but overall, it's me working with children, and you get to see how to apply the lessons. And then this should give you ideas on how to proceed in your homeschool. With your own students, or with your own, if you're the leader of a homeschool group or something where it's your day to do math, boom, you go to my website and there's all kind of lessons there. And there's probably lessons you could dig up that are free that you don't even have to pay $50 for. And that's what I say to everyone. Go to my website, fool around with all the free stuff first, and then when you're ready, here's a sale right now, because these prices are all going up. This is, if you figure it out, there's no interest. I usually charge if you're going to stretch it out, but I'm doing it because there's this one woman, and it's basically a sale for her. and you can join in if you want to. And as soon as she signs up, I'm probably going to take the sale down. So, and she's telling me that they went to a hockey tournament this weekend. And anyway, there's stuff going on. But she's about to sign up for $50. And then what is she going to get? Is she going to get everything at once? No. I'm going to ask her, what do you want to see first? I'll probably give her the algebra course and Module 3. That would be the most bang for the buck, depending on what she wants. Or maybe she wants Module 2. And I don't know. And these passwords. I don't know. Anyway, we'll figure it out. But I have figured out that I don't give you all of it at once because I've been burned too many times where they make one or two payments and then they're gone. And the way I fix that is just by changing the passwords. But it's a pain to change the passwords because there are so many pages with passwords on them now. Whereas before it was like, it took me a few minutes. Now it takes me a while and I got to use this thing to make sure I don't screw it up and so on because there's so many. This page right here is like 20 password protected pages. This one has close to 20 also. Let's see, because module 1 and module 2, it's actually you have an entry page and you go into the module and all the stuff's there. Same thing because it's training. But module 3 and 4, that's not how it is. Module 3, if you go to that page and click it, it's just a list of all the pages that you need a password for. And there's like 20 something of them now. And then same thing over here. And see, the other thing that happened is that the advanced algebra tab, if you go hit that, which is module 4, but if you go hit the advanced algebra tab, that's when you go through that password, that's no longer just one page. It's like 5 pages. And I tried to make it, I was going to shorten the page, right? And then make a couple extra, and then what wound up happening is I made a bunch of long pages. no pages got shortened because I just kept adding stuff. And I'm like, oh crap, this page is too long. So then I clicked it off to the next one, like the pre-algebra page and so on. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff there. Module 4 just got worth the money, all by its lonesome. Okay, so there it is. The sale is going on now. I'm going to download this and put it on YouTube and then put it on my website. And then what I need to do is probably make another video where it's screencast and I actually go through and show you some of the stuff that you get for your passwords. But anyway, right now, password sale going on. 10 payments. You get all the passwords. The passwords have been, and this is the other thing. Module 3 is way cooler now because I finally got the fractions page after 10 years. See, that's what I mean. So like the day that you guys can sign in with your own password may be like 10 years away, and by then you won't have any little ones. By the way, my son's traveling they are currently in Laos and deciding which way they're going to go. There's talk of Australia. There's they may wind up in Vietnam. They may go back to Thailand because they really like Thailand. Who knows? I can't tell you because they don't know, and they, I'm sure, haven't decided. But I had a nice, literally 7 hour vid chat where they regaled me with fun conversation. And for you that don't know, if you go through my website, you'll see two little boys. They're not little anymore; they're grown, and they're traveling in Asia, and having all kind of crazy adventures. Anyway, and I'm not. I mean, interesting. They got to the point where they were actually relying on the kindness of strangers. And my one boy, we come from Hawaii, and there's this concept of aloha spirit or aloha, and they were shown much aloha by strangers, by people that had nothing to gain from helping them, and they helped them anyway. Anyway, because they had a little breakdown on the side of the road because they rented a motorbike and the motorbike broke down, and then that led to a series of unfortunate accidents and events. Um, but anyway, they're fine, as you can see, and they were laughing about it at the time. And we were certainly, the way they were telling the stories, making sure that when they tell stories, they're usually amusing. And I was laughing, like I said, until my face hurt. Anyway, password sale going on now. Boys are fine. Everything's fine. There's math in everything, particularly in the AI, obviously. Um, you just see the words portion, but when you get right down to it, it boils down to algebra. Anyway, and assigning values and so on, but we'll skip that. But if you want to get a good foundation and head start in algebra, my website, I used to specialize in algebra. So the algebra course and module 4 now, but also module 3. There's lots of algebra there too. And of course, I teach you how to teach it and make it simple and how to integrate it into the lessons with the little ones. Anyway, CroutonRamon'sHouseOfMath.com for more.